Have a look at that backdrop for the second T20 international between Zimbabwe and Afghanistan, live from the Harare Sports Club, baked in beautiful sunlight. This is the way the tour has gone. The only test match, Zimbabwe won by an innings and 73 runs. And then the first T20 international, Afghanistan were outstanding with bat and ball, but more importantly with ball in hand, with the third T20 international coming on Sunday. Slight change in that Marumani is not at the top of the innings. Myers waiting in the wings for such a long time, and they want to improve on that. Afghanistan have done their homework. It's a favored area for Bennett. Backward of square through the offside, and they're up and running with a couple.
Towards long leg. Oh, that's a misfield. Again, it's a misfield. So they're going to come back for the second. I think he's done himself some harm here.
Because batting first seems to be when they don't lose as many wickets in the power play. Oh, that's through the skipper, and it spares. Taken with both hands.
Which is what drew the throw towards the non-striker's end. Here, there's just hesitation. And as a result, it has to take the shy towards the non-striker's end. And Captain Rashid Khan not able to back up effectively. 6 from the first Mujib over. And this one's in the air. He's mishit it as Deon Myers. No, he hasn't. It's cleared. Sorry, that's Bennett who was on strike. Didn't look to me as that it's come off the middle of the bat, but it clears long on comfortably.
Yeah, for a moment there, have had his heart in his mouth. But we're at altitude, and he gets enough on it, does Bennett. Hanging. First T20 international, Zimbabwe. In the air, oh, as I said that. You can't keep him out the game. Myers, all he needed was a little bit more elevation or a meter either side of that field, and he would have picked up a boundary. But
does not bowl no balls. And it is the attempted little sweep shot over the fielder in the short fine leg position, and doesn't get enough on it. He's 6 from 9 is Deon Myers, and Zimbabwe are 22 for 1.
In the air. This could be caught. Nabi takes the catch. Second wicket for Afghanistan to celebrate. It's Farid Malik once again striking. And Bennett with the promise.
Top edge. Not so sure it was short enough for the pull shot. It's come off the toe end of the bat. It's gone straight up. Mohamed Nabi will not miss out on opportunities like that. So Zimbabwe lose their second wicket. Bennett gone for 16, 24 for 2. Another wicket falls for Zimbabwe, and it brings the captain. An explosive innings from him today. And that's a beautiful way to start.
Well, at the toss he was talking about the importance of positive in limited overs cricket. Pitched up, good positive stroke. Picks the gap to perfection.
That is the first boundary 4 in the Zimbabwean innings. That could run away for 4. That's nicely played by Sikandar Raza. To end the 5th over, Zimbabwe 32 for 2.
Seen an overthrow, going for a boundary.
Up in the air, Brendan Taylor, he's done it again. Gone. Carbon copy of his dismissal in the first T20 international. Brendan Taylor will be livid with himself.
Mujib is a musician and magician as well. Once again with the Kerem delivery. Once again Nabi in the action to take the catch. Taylor goes for 3. They're wobbling Zimbabwe, 34 for 3. Match winners for Afghanistan over the years. All his variations, mysteries. 6 gone. 35 for 3.
That's Mohammad Nabi for the first time in this series. Just looking for one of those pockets, and he's found a hole in that pocket and come back for the second comfortably.
Yeah, Mohammad Nabi for the first time bowling in this T20I series between Zimbabwe and Afghanistan.
Looking to dab it past that short third man.
Very pleasing to the eyes, an off spinner. I want to push for the second, but a good call. 50 up for Zimbabwe.
It's gone over. He's not off the middle of the bat, but it does clear a bit off, and it's a fast outfield here at Harare Sports Club.
Welcome boundary for Zimbabwe coming after 30 balls, but that was more of a gift from Abdullah Ahmadzai, who bowled it in the slot, having the fielder, the experience of Sikandar Raza, understanding where the fielder is, straight away went for the shot. Didn't get the timing as you said it, but that still had enough legs to run down to the boundary for 4.
Just needed to clear it off. And then the fast outfield here at Harare Sports Club does the rest of the work in that power play. Oh, that's gone straight up. That's going to be a straightforward catch. And Sarikula Atal dismisses Ryan Burl.
Let's have a look. Nothing wrong with that. Abdullah Ahmadzai forcing this short pitch delivery onto his body, and Ryan Burl, and just nothing answer. A wicket to Abdullah Ahmadzai, and a good catch by Siddiqullah Atal. And have to make the long walk back. 10 of 15, Zimbabwe 57 for 4.
And Tony Munyonga is in at number 6. Off the outside edge, he's going to get a boundary. Streaky one to get off the mark.
First ball boundary, kind of start you want, striking at 400. That's a good healthy edge, runs down to the boundary for 4.
Wicket. Drives gorgeously. Where is a thunderous stroke for 4.
Long half volley. And the thing he does really nicely here is that he leaves nothing in the tank, does he? But the placement is also pretty good. Then the outfield does the rest. Yeah, it's interesting you say Sri Lanka. And I think that's a great...
Swings through the onside. Whacks it for a boundary. And that is a positive stroke. And that's how they can deal with the Afghan spinners coming back to the ideal figures that they watched growing up as cricketers. Watching the likes of Ravinder De Silva and company. The young, impressionate minds, they pick those things. Particularly bowling variation. Yeah! Knocks him over. Nabi, Mr. President, strikes for Afghanistan.
You know, it's almost as if I had a feeling this was going to happen. And the success has then come when he's gone round the wicket. And so Tony Nyonga doesn't make the adjustment. Again, the feet open up the stumps and let him in. Number 5 gone. 6 overs and 2 deliveries with the change. It's a sweep shot. This should be a boundary. Much needed one. The second of the over, but they lose a wicket in it as well. 14 gone, 85 for 5.
But also the mentoring aspect as they take a single. Shaky, very shaky in the outfield.
Standard perspective, when you're so good with the ball and been good with the bat, for Afghanistan also want to be very good in the field. Yeah, wayward throw, misses the keeper and the backing up fielder.
Hits it down the ground. A firm strike. It splits the gap as well for 4.
He's done really well to get timing on this, Musekiwa. And it also brings up the 100, this particular boundary.
Outstanding catch. Back into the attack. And remember that he's got a problem with that right wrist.
Forward catch into the hands of Rashid Khan. Good news, Rashid Khan is back on the field. Better news, Rashid Khan has seen the back of Sikandar Raza. Good catch, quick reflexes. What a catch that was. Sikandar Raza was there for a very long 37 to him. Zimbabwe in some trouble, 104 for 6.
Brad Evans.
From Rashid Khan was low, and this is in the air, and Nabi takes it. That's a brilliant take.
He's felt the pressure, young Musekiwa. Rashid Khan, the mystery man, comes back into the attack, and he's got 2 really important wickets for Afghanistan. It's a good catch from Mohammad Nabi, because he was probably a couple of meters inside the boundary than he would have liked to have been. Gone for 13, Musekiwa. It's 105 for 7.
Hit the wickets, and they hit the wicket, get a run out. You praise their running between the wicket, but sometimes a strength you want to follow can become your weakness.
And Sidikula Atal hits 1. Brilliant bit of fielding. Maposa nowhere near the frame. So Zimbabwe lose their 8th, and in deep trouble now. Maposa goes for 1. It's 107 for 8. Toss and elected to bat, but this is not what he would near making his ground. Nicely played. Just opens the face, gets it wide of the keeper. Deft touch from Evans.
Farid Malik doesn't look happy towards his offside. Yeah, he's late on that and goes down to the boundary.
Fine, and that'll go for 4. So this over ends up being a good one for Zimbabwe. 12 from it. 118 for 8 now.
To take the review.
Looks straight and out. 2 full to play the sweep shot 2, and Rashid Khan gets another important wicket for Afghanistan. It's the 9th for Zimbabwe.
And that is why, because he changed the pace on it, bowled it behind the stumps. He sometimes do this, Rashid Khan. And he was just not able to adjust. And Rashid Khan gets his man. 3 wickets to him. 12 for Brad Evans, 121 for 9.
Final over then for Zimbabwe. Nicely played. It won't go to the boundary. Or will it? Maybe it did. Brilliant Yorker from Abdullah to end the Zimbabwean innings. It's been an outstanding effort with the ball for Afghanistan. They dismissed Zimbabwe for 125. So Zimbabwe elect to bat first. They get 125. It was 37 from the captain Raza and just 32 balls.
Right, welcome back to the halfway stage of this T20 International, the second one of 3, Zimbabwe versus Afghanistan. Revisit the batting card. Can they do it again? They're up and running. Possibly a leg by.
Leg by signal by the umpire. I can understand this move from
Type of field. It's so important, but don't worry about the field. Half a day, oh, it's close, put it down. Oh, the young man. Big hit. You had it.
just dropping it short, creating room for himself, taking his front leg out of the way. That is a thunderous blow on the grassy banks. Had the opportunity for the spectator to pick it up.
Nice, boy. Nice.
And goes again. This time flat. Couple of bounces away for 4. The first over's done. It goes for 12. It's 12 without loss. Richard Ngarava. Superb. Another big shot. This time off Evans. Yet again, few more bounces away for 4.
With his stroke making, but not today. Taking on all the opportunities thrown at him. Short pitch deliveries. He's playing his usual stroke now.
Oh, is this the first one? Maposa hangs on. He put one down early on in the first T20 International. This time hangs on.
That deceptive delivery. Bit of extra bounce. Was in the air for a long time. Made good adjustment. The fieldsman running across, taking the catch. Gurbaz is gone for 16, 24 for 1 Afghanistan.
So they've picked up one, Zimbabwe, that is ingrained in them. Didn't quite get it out the middle of the bat. A couple of bounces and forward press, and it runs away for 4. Evans takes out the hoarding. Will he get up?
Might not have come from the middle of the bat, but he always keeps his shape, and that allows him to get it over the top of the fielder. Pulls magnificently. And away to the fence for 4. A boundary to mark the end of the over. Afghanistan going along nicely, 34 for 1.
Wow. That is a magnificent stroke from Siddiqullah Atal.
Not an out-and-out hard volley, but it's the width that allows the tall left-hander to get over the ball and through that offside.
Lovely. That is such a good shot. Because it's not quite the length that you can hit over the bowler's head so easily. But it's the room that he's given himself that's allowed him to do that.
He's forced to get himself a little bit of room by backing away to the leg stump. And just targets that straight boundary. Just keeps that pressure on the Zimbabwean bowling.
Now he's looking for the slower ball here. He's got it totally wrong. And that'll bring up 50 for Afghanistan.
Falls out the side a little bit this time. Not going over the top, so it follows him wide on the crease. In such a good position.
Lovely. Just delayed contact to get the ball square and behind the point fielder. And what a way to end it. 54 for 1. Up in the air, fielder back. He hasn't got all of it, and he knows he's in trouble. Drop the hedge straight away, Siddiqullah Atal. And he's thrown it away.
Enough of it. The front foot is good. Nearest just keeps drifting away from Siddiqullah Atal. And Ryan Burl at long off completes the dismissal. It's gone for 8, and Afghanistan are 61 for 2.
Didn't contribute with the bat. Wow, Rasuli has slapped that. Just too short from Burl.
In this Afghanistan innings, but it's just got himself into such a good position by getting that front foot out of the way. And there isn't anybody.
It's a breakthrough for Zimbabwe. Lovely stroke, but it won't go to the boundary, will it? Oh, it's a great effort. He's got there, Msekiwa. But unfortunately, I think he's dived over the ball.
Just how good a shot is this? It's on the up. He's advanced down the wicket to Brad Evans. He needs to force the ball away through the offside.
And up and over, fielder back, catch taken. Maposa's got a great pair of hands.
Dawish Rasuli. His front foot's good. It's the hard into the wicket, and he just can pick up Maposa, who's on the boundary, takes a simple catch at third man. Dawish Rasuli's gone for 17, and it's 94 for 3.
Is it too little, too late? Azmatullah Oramazai. $15 gone, 95 for 3. Crunched away. Don't bother. Brian Bennett, that's 4.
Yeah, that Azmatullah Oramazai is, as he's just absolutely nailed this one. A little bit of width on from Richard Garava, but Brian Bennett put into position to protect that.
Shot, and it lands and bisects the 2 fielders. Zadran, the 12th 50 and the 2nd versus Zimbabwe.
Yeah, absolutely a wonderful performance that by.
A little bit of a shovel now. It's time to close it off. Zadran has had enough. 17 off 20.
Yeah, well, not much of a good delivery down the leg side, and Zadran is very strong down the leg side, especially that area back of the deep square.
Is this going to be 4? You betcha. To close off the over, 12 off at 114 for 3. 12 required off 18.
In a podcast, he said that we were walking, that will be another boundary. He's just trying to finish things off. It will be only 1 run required. And before the game is over, let me just say this. So Naveen said we were walking out of the ground, and somebody from the crowd called it, "Let's get him an Oscar." And I couldn't stop myself.
Yeah, all the characters of done in style.
Well, Afghanistan sealed the deal in the 3 T20I series. Afghanistan win the 2nd as well, winning it by a big margin of 7 wickets.